We are at the PDAC, and yes, I am inside a Tesla. I'm with the author of My Electrician Drives a Porsche. Gianni Kovacevic joins us now. Dennis Gartman has been praising the book. It's been making a splash in the investment community. Gianni, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me. Welcome to Toronto.
Yeah, thank you. Well, my first question is, why a Tesla when you're talking Porsche here?
Yeah, as people will see, the title makes you want to buy the book, but it has nothing to do with fast cars. It has everything to do with appreciating and understanding the rise of the new spending class, and more importantly, the ramifications of all these people consuming things, consuming energy, using stuff, commodities, agriculture, technology, greener and cleaner energy, and a lot about this car, the Tesla Model S.
Right. Well, you consider yourself a realistic environmentalist, right? So we're at a mining conference, so environment and mining don't really go hand in hand. So why here?
Well, I'm going to drive this Tesla across America to talk about exactly that. What does it mean to be a realistic environmentalist? So we look at the changing energy mix, understanding the winners and losers. So in that balance, the winners are the things that we're going to have a higher amplitude usage of, the adoption of green energy. And I like to tell people that the greener and cleaner that we create and utilize energy, the more that is demanded of electricity. And in turn, what is electricity? So we have to look at all those things that make it possible, and of course copper plays a very important role in that relationship.
Right, so it seems copper is the main denominator. Let's talk a little bit about your fascination and love for copper here.
Yeah, it is a 20-year obsession. I've invested over 20,000 hours in the relationship of energy and copper. Now, when I talk about energy, it's not just oil. We're talking about all fossil fuels, and namely electricity. That's why in this book, it's a millennial electrician who enlightens his family doctor. They live in Seattle, who's a baby boomer, and they go on a page-turning adventure of enlightenment to understand what does it take. And the electrician says he won the lottery 3 times. One, because he entered the workforce in the mid-1990s during the communication and computer revolution. 2, he lives between Seattle and Vancouver, a world capital of computers and a world capital of resources. And of course he chose electrical studies, which would then lead into the modern day decarbonization of the energy mix, which is of course electricity.
Well, your book has been making a splash. As I said, Dennis Gartman praising the book. You know, I was at LaGuardia traveling out to Toronto. I see it in the bookshelves in airports. It's your first book. Yeah. So what made you decide to leave your background in engineering and pursue this?
Well, I wrote it as a hobby, and the hobby turned out pretty good. So I presented it to Greenleaf Publishing out of Austin, Texas. They loved the book, and with that we did a big editorial lift, and it's been well received. It is, in fact, at all American airports across the nation, and that's another reason why I'm going to drive from here in Toronto all the way through the States, ending at the Tesla headquarters on around May 5th, engaging with people, societies, endowments, government, corporates, TV, print, radio, media to talk about all these things.
Does Elon Musk know about this?
Elon has the book. I don't know if he's read it yet.
Okay.
And so he...
But he'll definitely see you outside his headquarters.
Well, I'll be there, yeah.
So you're a speaker here also at the PDAC. So what's your main message? What do you want people to walk away with here?
I want them to walk away with the ability for us as an industry to inspire a generation of young people to embrace STEM fields, science, technology, engineering, and math, because they're cool, and it's the future. So when we do it in a presentable way, a memorable way, that's why the book is this novel. You get all this information, but at the same time, it's more memorable and more, you really resonates with people by having this perspective of a reversal of roles where the younger person enlightens the thought antiquated baby boomer who never had a passport, finally starts traveling.
Gianni, thanks so much. It's the first time I've ever done an interview from inside a car, Tesla, so thank you so much. And My Electrician Drives a Porsche. I recommend everyone go out and get it. Thanks so much, Gianni.
Thank you.
Come discover the world's greatest geological potential. Our potential is your opportunity.